Hello, friend peoples. Today we will be trying to do the battles with the Willy Edel ramp deck. Dooby dooby doo. I think this deck's probably about 2 cards off from where I would want it, but I didn't build it, so. This hand looks miserable, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and mulligan it. This hand looks worse. Okay. I guess we have to keep cards like that? I'm assuming this match isn't great for me unless they're super slow. I don't think I'm worried about gaining to 1 life. I have 2 red already. Well, so here we are again on our own. Dooby dooby doo. Well, at least we have something for that. Destroy target artifact. Oh, we're not just dead. The match has to be decent, I guess. He's got some kind of counterspell. Hope he doesn't expect me to cast a good spell. We can take a pounding for a while. Just need to top deck like 2 shrines and another land and a Hulamog before we're dead. Did mulligan to 5 on the play though, so. Step 1, boys. Step 1. Well, now K returns Deece, I guess. A braid. Alright. Kill this one. Get our land. Almost there. Just gotta draw a Shrined in an Ulamog, and we got this, man. Uh-oh. When I say a Shrine and an Ulamog, we're probably gonna have to add in Hours of Devastation at some point. What do you do? Ain't no way he's letting this resolve. Attach you to you. Red Rover, clue me? This would put us at 9, but like I said, there's just no way he's letting it resolve. It would also let us being able to pay for Metallic Rebuke. Man, if we had 2 more cards, I think we'd have been in great shape. Needed those 2 cards pretty bad, though, I think. Yeah, well, he going crazy over there. Alright. Well, he didn't save up Metallic Rebuke mana, so an Hours of Devastation would be quote-unquote devastating. This is Edel's list. You know what that card is? That card is not an Hours of Devastation. Yes, this is Edel's list, which reminds me, I didn't post a deck list. My bad. Sorry, people. Actually, maybe I did. I did not. Thank you for reminding me, Willie Dude. And sup, Dumbo? How are you doing tonight? We're getting crushed. We mulliganed to 5. Did not go well. In fact, we're dead on board almost. I guess we're not dead on board. He just sacked a bunch of clues? Alright, well, we got a lot of outs in if he's just sacking a bunch of clues. I guess we don't have any outs. This gives us no outs. That doesn't do it. I feel like we're probably a favorite in this game, but who knows? I'll have to read some of these cards. Let's see. What do? You do something, you do something. Okay, you're guaranteed. What do you do? Struggle deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lands I control. Each player. Nope. Don't want you. Don't want you. The game might be grindy enough for Tyler's Striker. I can see this game being grindy enough for Tireless Tracker. Probably want you. Probably don't want you. Wonder if I want these trackers. I guess I don't need any of this removal stuff. We have way too many mass removal spells. So the only question is Tireless Trackers or no? It's probably better than Tireless Tracker in our deck, so I can't cut it. Probably cut you. Alright, this is what I'm going to go with. Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, we do have quite a few Wrath of Gods. Well, mulligan again. I'll keep this hand. Seems kind of miserable, but I'll keep it. Have a removal spell for the monument and a mass removal if he doesn't have a counter spell, so it's probably a good keep. There's kind of something in my eye right now. Apparently this can be scooted over just a smidge. Just a smidge. Ooh. No, he didn't have a counterspell. He'd been F6, so that's kind of cool. Monumente. Ah, whatever the hell this is, get the frig out of my eye. Sorry. Trying to get something out of my eye. Alright. So I guess we'll play you. Probably put you on this thing. Yeah, probably put you on that thing. That's gonna make me click it. That's kind of weird. I wouldn't have expected to have to click it there. Auto makes you click things at weird times. We're at 7 land already. Hey, boot to the head, how are you today? So we can cast like World Breakers if we draw them? Or we can cast that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, you gotta quit working. Working's the worst thing. Did you get to watch much of the Pro Tour, or are you into watching the Pro Tour? Is that the type of thing that you enjoy? Hmm. This technically kills the Chandra, but Chandra's gonna die anyway? Could have played the Hour of Devastation last turn, but I was a little afraid that he might have a little afraid that he may have a, what do you call it? Selfless Spirit on the following turn? Oh, well that was a good draw. That's about as good a draw as I can get. I'm doing great this morning. Doing great. Feeling good, doing great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, that was that's how we drew it up in the funny books. Alright. Well, we'll just tick this thing up again. He's a date life. I probably wasn't paying enough attention to know that I had mana. Yeah, I didn't really realize I had any mana. To be honest. Luckily, it didn't matter. So I'm at 9 mana? 9 mana means I'm probably throwing a desert at him, right? Yeah, definitely forgot to sack the clue. I play terrible. Didn't get punished though, so I guess that's good. Our opponent didn't really cast anything this game. That's a good draw for him. I don't really know if I want to sack my thing now. I guess I should sack it because it makes him block. And the mana doesn't seem like it matters too much. I can still cast everything but Ulamog, and I couldn't cast Ulamog without drawing another land anyway? Hmm. I think I'd rather cycle this than get a land. Well, that was good. Yeah, I could still cast the one. I couldn't cast the other with one draw step regardless. How you doing, Bee Goose? So now he has to kill the Chandra and find a way to gain life because of the runes? That doesn't change anything. I guess he could have the Nimble Obtrusionist in his deck, right? They play that card. Um, I'm gonna have enough life total. He didn't ever go below 1 mana, so he's definitely selling his bluff well. If it is a bluff. There's probably some argument that I should just do it, but it just seems like I would be able to draw a desert. He's gonna negate that one. Hour of Promise. So that's what I want. So I'm gonna grab 2 of this thing if it resolves. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab 2 of those. Yeah, they generally play 2 of that bird thing in the sideboard, so I've been playing around it. Maybe I shouldn't, because he could just have like. He could have had a lot of things there. Like if he had the bird, I guess he could have just played the bird on his end of turn and had any creature in a Westval, but we can beat that technically because we have Ulamog, but I don't know. I may have should have went for it. Do they have 2 birds? I have 2 birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can activate 2, and if I sack 1, yeah, definitely going to go for it, but I'm going to go for it on his turn to make him tie up mana on his turn. Don't care if he kills one of these guys. Just wanting to get this off the table. Like, he could have 2 birds or whatever, but he's not going to have a 3rd bird. I like to say the word bird. Mainly because I'm a pervert. And I have the mind of a 13-year-old, so it tickles me. You. Sack you. Hey, had one. Do you have 2? It shouldn't be. We'll fix that instantly if it is, because that should not be like that. I did not set that. Let's see if we can figure out how to fix that then, because that is not supposed to be like that. I would never have something that says followers only. That might be why I've not had many people talking the past couple days. How to remove followers only on... How the hell do I fix it? Turn off. Apparently. That's what they just said. Huh. I've never turned it on, so... If it's on, it's because a mod turned it on and they're screwing with me or something. May have to remove mods then. Because I certainly didn't turn it on myself. I apologize. I would never turn something like that on. I would never even watch a streamer who had that on, so I would not turn it on myself for sure. Did a mod turn it on and I not notice? Huh. This hand seems miserable. Is Dumbo up to no good? This hand can't be a keep, can it? I can just get run over too easy, can't I? Is this hand worse? This hand's worse, right? Yeah, this hand seems a lot better. I didn't build the deck, so I'm not exactly sure how to answer questions like that, but like the God's Pharaoh's Gift and the Monument deck and the black-green decks, I'll have a lot of artifacts, and it cycles worst case. This game could be over quick. This is Willie Eddle's deck. Wait, what does used followers mean? What does that mean? Well, I mean, this ain't good, but so it is off right now, though, right? Considering we mulliganed to 5 game 1 and game 3, I can't be too upset if we lose. Really hope that resolves. We don't get a 3 out of 5, though. No, don't counterspell that. I needed that, friend. I guess if he doesn't have another counterspell, Hours of Devastation will still win this game. So, providing he doesn't have another counterspell, we have at least 3 outs. Probably not, but I didn't really have anything else on my sideboard I wanted. Alright. Well, one turn to draw Hours of Devo. That's not Hours of Devo. Well then. Sure. I'm not dead on the board to what we see. Cast Beneath the Sands? So next turn if we draw a land, we get a redraw with a clue, I guess? That may not have been worth it. Maybe should have just drawn with the clue to get at least 2 draw steps. Yeah, if it's the second card down, that's probably bad, but we'll never know because we shuffled. That changes the math none. We still need what we need. And we did. Feel like we're pretty decent in that match, but mulliganing to 5 twice certainly not help. Maybe I should have kept the game 1 hand. The Jadi would have gained me some life and I had a cycle. Thank you for following Mustafa, B Goose, Willie Dude, and Chris Lash 93. Appreciate it. I don't know if we were unlucky. I played bad too. I should definitely sack that clue. Not sacking that clue was pretty wrong. Poor Dave. Thank you, Dumbo. I appreciate it. Turn 4K return? Doesn't sound good enough, does it? Maybe I'm just mulliganing hands I shouldn't mulligan. This hand seems better. I could just be mulliganing a bunch of hands I shouldn't be mulliganing. Because I'm not very used to ramp strategies, and I see just a bunch of ramp cards and always get instantly like, ugh, this looks terrible. I believe this is supposedly another good match. Rip. Well, that's bad for us. So very bad for us. Well, we have Hours of Devastation and we have Chandra, so we're not just dead. Of course, he does have 3 taps in his graveyard already, which gets us closer to dead. Is this 7 lands? Yeah. We're not anywhere near 7 lands. Feels like it has to be favored. Like, our end game's just too good and they don't have a very good early game. Yep. Doesn't kill this. Huh. Well, that's fun. Where are they going? Here and here, so I have to use it now. So we can't kill the Grim Flare, but we can kill other things. Still have to deal with a 5/5 Grim Flare and a Nissa on 4 counters. I can't wait to blocks because of the Verdus Gearhulk. I can't kill the Gearhulk if I wait for blocks. So then he's got like another 5/5 and he can minus the Nissa as well. So if he minuses the Nissa, I can't even block this. Or I can't profitably block it, rather. And we're dead on board to the desert. I guess we make him show it, or make him do it. No, he's putting him on the Gearhulk and the Nissa. That's 7. Alright, let's try to keep a 7-card hand. These seem fine here. This seems good here. I guess these seem good here. That kind of seems okay. Let's see what I don't want. I don't want these. I don't think I want that. Probably don't want all decay returns. Might not want any decay returns. Huh. I think this is okay. Maybe this card's not any good. What do I feel about this card? The card probably don't do much, does it? Those are the three cards I'm thinking about. If of this thing, it probably does come in here. These are the cards I'm deciding between right now. Like, they don't block particularly well. Don't think I need K returns though. Alright. This hand looks atrocious. It's got a removal spell for a Grim Flare, so I guess I'll keep it. Is this round 1 or 2? We mulliganed 7 times in 5 games? I think we've mulliganed 7 times in 5 games. I don't know. I feel like it should. That is a card that I would like in this deck. I think I'd rather kill that. Kind of always feel like if black-green gets to use its little scry ability that I lose, that might have been too aggressive. It's just something I've always felt. Well, according to Willie Edel, this already beats the aggro matches. That's why we're testing it. I know Mahara didn't have them in the main deck either, did he, at the Pro Tour? This is the first event we've played the deck. It just looked interesting. I didn't want to play mono red yet again. Playing mono red seemed boring. This deck seemed kind of fun. Yep. That's Delirium. Go ahead and play that this turn because hopefully next turn Chandra will be able to kill something else. I do not know if this standard format's going to get better. I hope it will get better, but I don't know if it will. I already feel like people are already playing about as anti aggro as they can be. I have considered this. Obviously, we're like 2 or 3 weeks into this meta. I don't know where it's going to go, but like to say the format didn't change from this exact second, I would call this the worst format we've had in years. And I'm not saying the format won't change. I don't know enough to say it will. Or I don't know enough to say it won't. I'm just saying, like, assuming that it didn't, I would call it that bad. I see magma spray everywhere. I didn't mind Marvel. Marvel was fine. It was the best deck in the format, but like I didn't think it wasn't. I thought it was fine. It didn't bother me any. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? That's enough. We did it, boys. Unless my math's wrong. We did it. It could have just. I'm not saying that I'm wrong. I am the least. I'm probably the least inventive or creative person in the world. So I can only make assumptions on what I can see with my own eyes, and like what I see right now seems bad. I don't think Marvel was that bad. First of all, I think Marvel was incredibly hard to play. I think people extremely overrated it. I think Marvel was the least important card in the deck, which is why Teamer Energy was the best deck even when Marvel got banned until Hours came into format. I don't think the Marvel was that relevant at all. Uh, it was the best deck. You could build decks to beat it. The decks that beat it were fine versus the other formats. Like Jen up here said, like if I put a bunch of Hours of Devastations and Expertises in the deck, sure, I might beat the mono red deck, but I'm not going to beat anything else. I'm from Eastern Kentucky. I am a redneck. And I would like to put the chips on this thing. I was a Marvel player, so I'm extremely biased in this terms. Yes and no. I didn't think the deck was any good, but I thought that it inhibited deck construction so much that it was unhealthy for the format. And that's what I think the red decks will do. I think there'll be plenty of things that beat the red decks, but I think the red decks will be the fun police. I think they'll stop people from playing just so many different types of decks and warp so many different decks to have to try to beat it in a certain manner. And that may be great for a professional level, but that's not the things that like Friday Night Magic players want to do. Friday Night Magic players want to be able to go to Friday Night Magic, play their little fun cards, and have a good chance. And Friday Night Magic players and casual players are the reason this game exists. Like the Pro Tour isn't. In terms of like Grand Prix and PTs, sure, Marvel may have needed to be banned. Sure, the red decks may not be that good, but like, it's just really, really bad for the casual players. In my opinion. My opinion, anyway. Like I know, again, my shop's just a small shop. We've got 3 shops in like an hour radius, and like people like just didn't play Marvel and stuff there because they didn't think it was fun. So like, it's hard for me to consider those problem decks. I guess this hand's a keep, but like everybody's gonna play mono red. It's a lot cheaper, and a lot of younger people likes it, and it's gonna ruin the experience for a lot of newer players. Well, do your worst. I have no card in my hand and I can cast. It matters. Please don't take my Beneath the Sands. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I was bluffing. I really wanted my Beneath the Sands. Like I said, I'm biased. I was a Marvel player. But I didn't play Marvel except for when I wanted to win a prize. Like I didn't play it casually because it wasn't super fun. It was just medium fun. So, he didn't take the Beneath the Sands last time. He's probably not going to take the Beneath the Sands this time. Never mind. Stand corrected. How many lands are in our deck? 25? Alright, well, we got a pretty reasonable chance to hit one then. I actually think the mono red decks are going to get a lot better than they are too. I think most of the lists at the PT were fairly medium. Like, I think the main deck we've been playing is like probably closer to being right than a lot of theirs. It's Gigante! Gigante. More lands? Huh? I guess I'll use this on this. It uses the mana most efficiently, and a Braid can uh, kill like a Gearhulk. Top decking a desert would be just the best. Rip. There were some in the main deck of the top 8, right? Hey, we did it, Reddit. I guess I don't get deserts. I want deserts. So we can cast World Breaker now. Or we can... I don't know. Cast all sorts of things. Probably going to have to kill the Tireless Tracker, though. Alright. Well, that works out well for me, since I was going to kill the Tireless Tracker anyway. Hopefully he doesn't have a Chandra of his own. Rip. Goodbye, Chandra. We'll miss you. I have 2 Abrades to deal with that board, though, so that's reasonable. Untapped land just gets a World Breaker on the table, too, which is pretty nice. Or we can just play that, I guess? Alright, I'll just play this. I think getting the snake off the table is fine. I like how I went off on Marvel and people, for the most part, stopped talking. They're like, you like Marvel? You're the scum of the earth. Go away. They're not wrong. They're so not wrong. Alright, we'll kill you. So we have 7 mana again. Marvel was probably a little too strong on the professional scene, but the bands that I want to make have very little to do with the professional scenes usually. Alright, well. Which mana do you cost? 2? I think this is better than just trading Chandra. I think that's better than just trading Chandra. Oh, good lord. I guess we're attacking the Liliana so that he can't get this thing back. This game's insane, by the way. So we want to draw our last shrine just so we can jam Ulamog, but untap land would be great too. That wasn't bad. Can do a significant portion of damage to the Chandra now. Oh, I want to choke myself. Alright, so I can deal with his Walking Ballista. And lose my Chandra. Or I can attack his Liliana and lose my Chandra. No matter what I do, I'm going to lose the Chandra in the end. Wonder if it's ever right just to cycle my hand. Probably not, because I can hardcast this on the following turn. Guess I'm just going to uptick and attack Liliana. Killing the Walking Ballista doesn't seem like it does a lot, because we can kill the Walking Ballista next turn. Yeah. Killing the Walking Ballista just doesn't seem like it does anything. The Liliana is actually a spell I care more about than the Nissa. Have Hour of Devastation still in our deck too. Our opponent still has 2 of our random unknowns, right? Okay. That's 9 mana, so an untapped land gives us Ulamog. He's at 7 mana now, so if he hit a World Breaker with either of the 1 cards, he's in good shape. He still has 1 down that we have no idea what is. Wow, he did not pay a mana. That's probably bad for me. So that means he wants to use all of his mana? Huh. Weird. It's from our opponent's Gonti. I don't know where his Gonti went, but... this is Gonti that shuffled back in his deck. Untap land? Untap land. So... yeah, he cast 2 Gontis this game. 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, he conceded. I didn't expect to win that game. Pretty happy we did. Oh, for the new people here, there's a link to my Twitter down below. On my Twitter, you'll find all of my deck lists, and every time I go live, you'll also see me typically arguing with a lot of people and sharing lots of opinions, so it might entertain you. And on my Twitter, there's a link to my YouTube. My YouTube's actually doing pretty decent, even though at the moment it's just VODs. Ulamog did not get banned. Oh crap, you can't even see half the deck. There we go. That should be all of the deck. Yeah. Close enough, fam. So we pull these over here. People might not know what Murder Cut is. The match started. There we go. Let's get him, boys. This hand has to be a keep, right? If this card's good enough to be in my main deck, this hand has to be a keep, I think. That being said, I don't know if this card's good enough to be in my main deck. Blue-red opponent sees the Jotty offshoot come down and they instantly get afraid, man. He's like, what you doing? Jotty offshoot. You'll never deal 21. Torrential Gearhulks deal damage in 5s. That's a whole nother turn. I'm a friggin' nut. I love it. Give us that life. Jabberwocky says he dominates this match. A run, exercise, dude. I thought you were my boy. Who exercises? Take care. Have a good run. Tell you what, the rest of my morning is going to involve playing Magic, watching Sambal when I'm done playing Magic, and having lasagna. This running stuff. What are you trying to do? Live a long, healthy life? North Korea is going to get us before we can live a long, healthy life. Probably shouldn't say things like that on stream. That's just rude. There could be North Koreans watching. Sweet. The spell that I don't really want to resolved. I think we have to just draw like a bunch of shrines, right? You don't know. This card is not going to resolve. Thank you for following Mondo Dime, Mandy Play, Ice Queen Yokino, MTG Stat, Lane 4571, Gyal 008, which I'm pretty sure you followed before, so now I'm offended. There's just no way this resolves, right? Yeah, that's everybody. Thank you guys. I'm confident that the majority of you are bots or Twitch follows since there's only like 11 people even watching. But I appreciate it. It makes me feel good about myself. If we draw like 15 or 16 more deserts, this guy's going to get got and he don't even know. Well, we can cast everything but Ulamog now if we draw it. He can't Gearhulk, so hooray. I'm in a pretty good mood. I ended up skipping my paper tournament today because I was just way too tired to go. Which sucks because it ended up there would have only been 8 people there for a Badlands. And if anybody knows me, they know I love collecting duels. But I refuse to spend money on Magic cards, therefore I must win them to have them. What? Don't kill my Jotty. He was doing so much work. He was doing like infinite amounts of work. I get to skip all of the PTQs now. Oh, did you win one? Nice. We get one a season where I live, and I skipped it because I could not find the cards I wanted to play. I don't really have a lot of modern cards. Tested on Modo for like 2.5 months. Oh, bronze, that's even better. I've never gone to any event in my life that could give me a pro point. I am not a very good Magic player. But yeah, I tested Modern for about 2 months on Modo. Felt reasonably confident with my deck choice, but like couldn't acquire the cards, so I had to set out. But we only get one every season in this area, which sucks. We usually get heck of good prizes though. A lot of areas have like a bunch, but they're all like kind of like medium to bad prizes. Our prizes for our PTQs are at least great. A pretty Gear Hulk. Congrats on getting bronze though. That's 10 pro points, right? Typically here, if I want to play a PPTQ, I got to drive like 3 to 3.5 hours, and then so like 3.5 hours to get to a PPTQ that are usually about 40 people. So that's not the hardest thing in the world, but it's like 3.5 hours to drive to an event that only first gets an invite, to drive to an event that you'll have to drive solo because there's nobody else in your area that'll be qualified, and you'll have to drive now about 5.5 to 6 hours to the RPTQ from this area. So it just kind of sucks. I would rather it just be the old PPTQ or the old system where I like drive 4 hours playing a 300 person event. If I get there, I get there. Like the second trip makes it pretty. The second trip, especially the second trip being in a long trip because nobody else in the area can be qualified, makes it really just not very economical. I've only played one PPTQ. I got second in it, losing to a guy that did not even play in the RPTQ. He signed up for it on Modo, borrowed the cars, and he just decided not to wake up that morning. Oh, for anybody who cares, we have our emote got approved. Pretty happy about our emote being approved. Yeah, I made typos. Sorry, I couldn't see the writing because the priority thing was over it. Damn it, I can't type. Alright. I'll put my keyboard back to where it was supposed to be, and then I'll type. Typing with Sears. Yeah, screw it, I give up. I do not get to choose that name, by the way. They pick it for me, so the fact that it's a little annoying to type sucks. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and block. This is what I feel like's happening in this game, though. Oh god, a black mana. Nicobolus is coming to town. I got to choose the RIP on the end of it, but they chose the beginning part of it, which is like half my name. Oh, someday over a rainbow. Okay. I'm not upset that you counterspelled something, you know. I have all the mana that was ever mana. I guess that could have impacted some World Breaker shenanigans. And we're getting nowhere and we're getting there fast. This Nicobolus, he tapped a black mana first. Am I allowed to concede now? I guess not. Ulamog can still kill Bolus, right? You know what that is? That's not an Ulamog. Just 21 cards deep in the deck. I love the little Sears Rip thing, though. Oh, I guess I should put this up. Oh, he hit my Ulamog. That's fun. We don't have enough mana to cast it if we draw it now. So that's a little off put. I definitely don't want those. I definitely don't want these. I may want these for Thing in the Ass. We'll think about that in a second. I can produce black mana. I have those. Those may be okay. We definitely want these 6 cards, though. Come on, deck. Why are you not letting me drag? Yeah, definitely want those 6 cards. Well, there's nothing really else on my sideboard. Seem to be the only reasonable cards I have. Don't think I want any of the rest of this. Is that an instant? Nope, that's a sorcery. Alright, let's run it back. This hand looks pretty good. We can cycle this on turn 1. We have 4 Braids and another Dissenter, so if we need to kill a Gearhulk, we'll, in theory, get to one on time. Well, we have a payoff spell now. Let's see if we can get the mana of this game. I guess if he's counterspelling one, I'd rather him counterspell this one. Because I get a clue out of the other one. And I get to gain a mana on the turn I cast it. Alright. Gain a mana on the turn I cast it, providing I have a land. Untap land, rather. Yeah, same thing. Missing land drops. Doo-doo-doo. And kind of a common theme of this tournament. Well, that's fun. They got value off Censor. I'll probably just slam Thought-Knot Seer if I draw a land. If we don't draw a land, we're just going to put this thing on this. Make them have a counterspell every turn. Which they're missing land drops as well, so that's probably kind of easy for them. They have to have spells if they're missing lands. Alright, well. Let's get our beats on. Sure. Well, I feel like we're just a couple lands away from being competitive. I'll play this one. Like, I want to play the one that kind of makes him use a counterspell if he has it. Because we have our end game set up right now. We just have to draw lands and be alive. What a glorious day. Alright. It's turn 8. Why would we have a 5th land? They put on top, by the way. I would have put no card on top of my deck in their spot unless it was a land, so I'm gonna assume that's a land. Counterspell? No counterspell. Probably win if either of these hours resolves over the next 2 turns. These hours are unlikely to resolve with him having 6 cards in his hand. It's going to take him a while to close, though, so might be able to get there anyway. He did not keep land. That kind of blows my mind. Oh, good lord. Well, Ulamog's coming to town. Ulamog's coming to town. Ulamoggerini. I'd be so tilted, by the way, if he slams Nicol and hits an Ulamog. Nice. Did not slam a Bolas and hit an Ulamog. Happy days, friends. Happy days. Happy days. Happy days. We'll do the happy dance, cause it's the happy days. No disallow would be nice. You braided my clue. How rude. But yes. We will get us another Ulamog. I assume we'll draw land before we're dead. Wait, stop that. I don't have 7 lands anymore. That was a play mistake. Wow. I'm bad, boys. That didn't even dawn on me that was going to happen. Oh, well, we have 7 lands again. I guess we'll grab this thing and this thing so we get some dudes. Yeah, that was kind of bad of me. I did not see that on my radar. Alright, opponent's done. We both got mana screwed. He drew out of it first, but he didn't draw anything great. I think I'm going to run it back. I didn't see anything in Isis. I really don't know whether I need these or not. Just going to assume these are better than a Braids. I'm pretty afraid of Thing in the Ice. I'm not really afraid of anything else in their deck besides Thing in the Ice. Yeah, we did in fact learn something that game. I will have to pay attention to mana. That's the one good thing. When I make a mistake, I typically don't make it again. Now he's down to 5. We've got a pretty reasonable hand, but not a great hand. He put on bottom with his 5. I typically don't repeat my mistakes too often. I'll say never. I'm just saying typically. Don't have any instants, so. I think I care more about the Wirewood than I do the Tracker. Nah. The Tracker gets some value if he counters it. Well, if we knew it was a sensor, I would have rather it been the Tracker. Alright. I don't really care too much that he censors anything there. Just trying to push an advantage while he's still kind of mana screwed. I kind of want him to use his counter spells because I want my other spells to resolve. Like, I could play something else here and sack some clues, but like, I'm just going for the big play. He doesn't have a removal spell. It's pretty great. I am from Eastern Kentucky. Hello, let me try to pronounce your name. I give up. Libontelli? Libontelli. That's what I'm going with. Libontelli. That's what we're going with. How are you doing today? Onward, tracker. Do harm. I have the 7th mana in my hand already for the Crow, so probably just cast some Thought-Knot Seer next turn anyway? I don't know. You've not been in my stream, though. I still don't know how to pronounce things. You gotta keep in mind, I am what they call a large redneck. It's the first time you've been here, isn't it? I don't recall you being here before. So he needs a counterspell here? I get to kill a land either way? Yeah. The runes should be able to win the game here no matter what. It is? Liberntel? Liberntel? I'm gonna call you Libby. Yeah, Libby's a nice name. I like Libby. I'm sorry. I am such an idiot. Don't know what our opponent could have to, like, not be dead here. Not actually gonna call you Libby either. I was making a joke when I said that. Thank you for following, Greer Uri, Josh One Kick, J Red 2, Studballs88, Matt Maxker, Puma TV 12, and G Black 96. Sorry I don't have any emotes or anything. I suck. Also, for anybody that's new, down below there's a link to my Twitter, and on my Twitter, every deck list works, or every deck list I play is posted. Every time I go live's posted. There's a link to my YouTube. My YouTube has all of these VODs. Unfortunately, they're typically 24 hours delayed because this little sub button up here, that's something you have to agree to. I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you. Yeah, there's my spam. I hope my content's not that terrible. You love my sweet overlays and stuff? Just ready to rock. This seems like the best hand we've had, and it only has 2 lands in it. I am not feeling this deck at all, by the way. Oh. Oh. This is a good time not to have an actual basic forest, isn't it? Or a red source. Stop it. Stop casting things. Huh. Alright, I guess I'll play this one. It has the higher upside if it survives. Think the odds of it surviving seem low? I just got wrecked. Ooh. Yeah, we're doing something, fam. So if he doesn't have anything great, next turn we can block 2 things and kill a thing and gain at least 1 life with the Beneath the Sands. If we draw a K return, things go cray cray. No removal spell, please. No cropper, please. That's a removal spell. Well, we don't get to gain any life next turn now. Rip. Oh gosh. Pretty sure we ghosted. That's the dead, boys. Pretty sure we got ghosted. Or not ghosted as in like them watching us. Ghosted as in we got destroyed. As in this. Yeah. Magma Spray seemed decent. 1-3 blocker that may die seems decent. I guess those are okay. 3 mana kill a dude doesn't seem great. Hour of Devastation doesn't seem great. So what's our... What do we kill with? You take out 5 cards? That thing's probably not any good. Doesn't feel like we can win if I take out my big drops. We'll figure it out. Wonder if these should be gifts. The clue's been pretty good so far, though. Alright. We have a turn 1 removal spell. We'll try this hand. Hand might be a little too weak. Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of cool. What are we going to get beat by? Hmm. Like... Guess next turn I'm casting the hours, so... Or casting a Chandra, maybe? Probably the hours. Let's find a Strata block, even though we could have Earthshaker. I was thinking about using the Druid for mana and saving the Magma Spray, but... Casting Hours doesn't seem great here, does it? Still has 5 cards in his hand, but we get done tap and play Chandra? Sure. We'll try just back-to-back removal spells and see what happens. Kills two things. I couldn't block the one thing or kill the one thing, so... If he just like untaps and plays Chandra or something, our Chandra can kill it. Sweet, a non-haste threat. Not sweet, a haste threat. Nice. Well, Chandra does something now. Gotta take another point of damage to play it though. These deserts have been pretty medium. That 5/5 zombie? I have no idea what you're talking about, 5/5 zombie. Oh, this thing. It's a 4/4. And yeah, it'll probably be pretty good when he plays it. This might prevent some damage. I've taken like rip. Yeah, if it's the one from the Pro Tour, they have Azmat in over the one thing. They have Azmat in, or Emmett in over Cropper if he's playing the Pro Tour build. There's no guarantee he's playing the Pro Tour build, though. One land away from breaking worlds. You can even be a tap land. That's kind of sweet. A tap land still gets us there. Hopefully they like play some stuff. Collective Brutality. Target player reveals his or her hand. You choose an instant or a sorcery. Well, you got us. Go down to 10. Guess we get the one that can put counters on our dude. No on decay return. Well, we got a pretty fast clock. Can like throw a desert at him at the end of his turn. I guess I'm not going to though. Alright, if he breaks again, we can this turn. It's pretty hard for him to win now. Can't think of anything that would let him win now. I think he's in chump block mode. Well, that doesn't win. It's really good though. It's something to think about. He doesn't have a colorless source. He can't steal it. It wouldn't have got him anywhere though. It would have just killed the offshoot and then he would have been dead if he attacked with both. Uh, yes, our sideboard's still fine. Gotta probably need more magma sprays on average, but yeah, I'd read the top 8 deck list, but I'd forgot about it. So it was probably good that he showed. I don't think I want the other hour. I don't think hour's particularly good. So we have no green mana. We have to mulligan. We have 1 mana total green. Have to mulligan. I have 1 mana total. Well, we have to keep it and try to get lucky. I have to keep it and try to get lucky. It is a 25 land deck, so we don't have to get that lucky. We have 3 draw steps to hit a second land when we have 25 into 55. Like, we're pretty hard favorite to hit. I don't care if he shocks this or magma sprays this. It's just, if he does, he does. Not worried about it. Think I have to cycle to Beneath the Sands to try to hit a land? I think we're in pretty okay shape as long as we hit a land. I guess if he doesn't add anything else to the board, I don't have to. If he doesn't kill Jotty, we don't have to. Alright, I guess we will then. Oh, we hit a land. Hopefully we'll get the untap to go with it, but if not, we'll still have a decently high life total. He's not going to discard 4 cards, I don't think. Especially when he's mana screwed as well, so I think we just try to get him. He's still mana screwed, but we got a nice 3 for 1. We're still not really ahead on cards, though, where we mulligan to 5. We're like ahead by 1 card or something. Hours would be great. That's not an hours. That luck, draw 1, mull to 5. Should we inform him that we kept 1 land? One, two, three, four, 5. No, don't talk to him. I think keeping the 1 land was right, though. That's Emmett. That's not what we want. Might be taking a giant hit right now. No instant speed for it. I guess we're taking 5 then. Hopefully he just plays another Emmett. That's a Chandra. That's bad news. That'll probably beat us. That's the wrong spell. I targeted you. there's a good chance this card beats us. Yeah, good chance this card beats us. We can technically kill it next turn if he has nothing. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, I have to kill his blocker. I sack our only desert. Still in really bad shape, because even if he draws on land now, he's got the Kinra and the Firebird. Well, that one wasn't a problem at least. I guess we're dead? It's pretty hard for us to be alive now. I guess he doesn't know this has reach. I don't think it's worth putting Decay Return in the graveyard. That was a great draw. I don't think I can attack yet, but that was a great draw. So you can bring Birdman back. Or you can bring Earthshaker back, either one. Or he can draw an Eldrazi Obligator. And crush me. That was a good draw. So I'm going to take no damage here at least. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So playing the land doesn't get us anywhere. What's he got for us now? Just, we'd like to draw another Worldbringer. Like to draw another Worldbringer. So now he can bring back his other Kinra and attack us for 6. Because our Worldbringer or our Worldbreaker can't block now. That's an Emmet. Alright. Drawing pretty thin now. like how he insults us and then like just draws spell after spell for multiple turns. Sure. It's not lethal. But yeah, it's pretty damn close though. We have a K return on our sideboard, so we can still technically draw the other World Breaker. Oh no, we're dead. For some reason, I thought that was going to be a 3. Wow. Whatever. I'm not going to block him. Match didn't seem that bad, though. Him not having cash croppers made that seem a lot easier than it was. Or should have been. I'm sure the mono red deck's a lot better versus us. But for those people who care, keep in mind down below there's a link to my Twitter that has all my deck lists, my link to my YouTube when I go live, and other various things. We did have a pretty good 5. I mean, we had to draw the land, but probably close to what I would have asked for. Blind with a 5. So we'll play first. Yeah, we're on to play. I guess we'll try it. If I was on the draw, I would definitely mulligan this. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking it was 3 in my head. Apparently the stream's pretty delayed. That was a good 40 seconds ago or something. Is my stream that delayed tonight? It shouldn't be that bad. Weird. Yeah, I have no idea why I thought it was 3. I guess because I cast 2 spells the turn before and I just wasn't paying a whole of attention. Man, I think I'm just scared of the ramp deck because I feel like when I keep this deck I'm already dead versus any aggro deck. Like if they just played a 1-drop for example and we didn't have K return, didn't we just lose? 3 game? I don't know what 3 game means. Magic Online is not a 3 game if that's what you're asking. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm glad it's not me. No, I mean, I'm not happy that it's other people because bad internet sucks. I'm just saying that I'm glad that it's not the stream, is what I mean. Scavenging Grounds. Hearthstone's so less fun. I am not a Hearthstone fan. Actually, I liked Hearthstone back before they nerfed Pirate Warriors again. So he's a ramp deck too? The ramp deck mirror to decide if we get a pity chest? Man, I was a Pirate Warrior fan. Me and Pirate Warriors rocked. I should have played more before they killed Bay. That's just 6 lands, so we're still not doing anything. It's not that bad of a game, though. I think I like Eternal more. Eternal's closer to a Magic game. The main reason I don't like Hearthstone is there's just a lot of random effects in the game, like this effect may do X or it may do X, and it may do X, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to control it. And if If it does A, you win the game. If it does B, you may not win the game. And if it does C, you lose. I'm just not into that. Why didn't I cast Chandra last turn? Does anybody know why I didn't cast Chandra last turn? Does anybody at all know why I didn't cast Chandra last turn? Dude, I'm just sitting here talking. I didn't cast Chandra. Wow. Well, if it counts, it wouldn't have mattered, I don't think. I don't know, maybe it would have mattered. I would have got to kill the shrine, so they would have only had 8 mana, I guess, if they had an untapped. They only have 9 right now. Yeah, that seems like that was kind of a bad play by me. Alright, well, it's looking like they don't have the 10th mana at least. They do have World Breaker. That's fair. I don't think I'm zeroing Chandra again, though, with a World Breaker and an Ulamog in hand. Like, the only way I zero Chandra is if I can't play a spell. Oh, what do you know? I can't play a spell. Can play all the spells. Don't have any spells now. You're probably right. I'm playing very poorly. Guess he can't kill them all, so it's fine to play that one. That way I can cycle to Beneath the Sands. Alright, so we have to have him miss again? That doesn't seem real likely. So he has to miss again. Well, he didn't just slam it, so I'm assuming he missed again. Which means we got a chance, boys. First man to Ulamog wins. 31 cards deep. We have some chance to get to it. Is this just a cast? Yeah, it's just a cast. We have enough mana. No, never mind. He had the mana. I wonder what in the world he was thinking of for so long. I guess he doesn't have the Ulamog then. That's the only thing that makes sense. If he slow rode that long, I'd be a little sad. Goodbye, Chandra. We'll miss you. An hour of promise. Alright. So the first person to Ulamog doesn't win then? So he's gonna have a million mana either way? I guess killing this one's best then? If I kill this one, he still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I just kill this one. I don't even know if I want to put this thing in his graveyard. He just gets to eat one of my lands if I do. Doesn't seem worth it. Doesn't really seem worth it at all, does it? Just to let him buy back another land? This mirror match feels miserable. Okay. Well, I get to draw a card next turn. That's kind of cute. Five, six. That card doesn't seem particularly good here. Unless he's got a land in his hand as well. Like, I have another World Breaker and double return. Alright. Okay. What do I want to kill? I guess we kill this thing? Killing that stuff doesn't seem like it does a lot. Oh, yes, kill your stuff. Kill your stuff. Cycle you. Play you so I can buy the other thing back. Yeah, we're getting nowhere fast this game, friends. Maybe I should have just went after his Greenlands. 26 cards deep in our deck. Really need to get to another Ulamog. Is it just me or is this match a little bit on the boring side? What do you guys think? Boring? Hey, Bubby. How many more lands are even in our deck? We have 25 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16? So we still have 9 more lands we can hit? Ugh, vomit. I guess we'll get a Sanctum of Ugin and a random desert. Well, if we ever draw the one Ulamog, we can draw another Ulamog. And then we'll Ulamog all the Ulamog, and it'll be Ulamog. I have a lot of bad draws in my deck still. Out of my 23 cards left, 9 of them are lands and offshoots. If you include braids, we're up to 12 bad cards. We'll cycle you. Okay. I guess we kill one of these now. Alright, let's read this message. Hi, I would like to start Magic, but I do not know which version. I have to buy on Steam. 2012, 13, 2014, 2015. What is the best version? I have already played Duels. I believe the only Magic game you can buy on Steam is Duels. I think Duels is the best Steam game you can play. The game I'm playing is called Magic Online. It is not Duels. We're playing this. It's pretty expensive though, so honestly, I would probably stick to Duels before I would jump into this, unless you really think you'll like it. I don't want this thing to die at all. Alright, I'm fine with this, I guess. Yeah, I think they're discontinuing Duels, but I believe Duels is the best free option, or the best cheap option at least. So if he drew Ulamog, we're in bad shape, because we'll be Shrineless and not be able to cast our Ulamog. Well, I mean, I don't want to tell people to wait because Magic Next could be years away. If they want to get into Magic, it's a fun game. Everybody should play Magic. I still think Magic Next is going to do away with Moto, even though people say they ain't. They're going to copy like the Hex or the Eternal type platform. And I'm going to hate myself because I won't be able to play Magic the way I want to. Oh, cool. I played around K-Return. I'm so smart. It's one of the things I was playing around with the play I made. Well, not really, but I mean, he doesn't have enough mana to cast his dude now. He doesn't play a land. I guess I just Ulamog 2 of his lands. Because he even sacked the Desert Ven, so he only goes to 9 mana now, even if he has a land. He's already gone through all 4 shrines. We have another Ulamog to kill his next shrine, so this game should be over. Oh, we had to look at his deck. Traverse, Walking Ballista, 1 Ulamog. Ooh, Hedron Archive. Shoulder Monitor. So he showed us 1 Hedron Archive? That should be game. But hopefully he'll let us attack so we can see more cards. Boo, he did not let us attack to see more cards. If you talk to Dave, you're one of Dave's countrymen, right, Goose? Dave C. I guess this is good here. This at least cycles and can kill a Hedron if it goes in that manner. I'm assuming you and you and you aren't great. You 4 cards can kill Fault Not Seers. Alright, there could be Planeswalkers. I guess if we gotta keep 2 cards that don't seem good, we'll keep ones that can kill Chandras and Nissas. We'll try this. I'll pull it up so people can see the whole deck list. Hope Magic Next is good. I'm just afraid it won't be. I'm the type of person that is very pessimistic and always thinks the worst, though. This hand seems slow. Like, we could just lose, right? We'll ship it. This hand's about the same. Oh, snap that on top. Card may end up being kind of good here. Two mana ramp spell. Please no removal. What? You left a braid in? I'm offended. Can't believe you left a braid in. They just knew. They just knew we were rocking the Druid of the Cows. It's kind of cool art. I've liked a lot of the art lately. But this looks nice foil. Didn't play anything interesting. Alright, well, I'll give you something to kill then. If that's what you're in the mood to do, come get him. Kind of jealous of that. He's got more 3 mana tutors than we do. We've got the Weirds, which seem pretty good, but obviously are worse than a match like this. Oh wow. He's mana screwed. Have to pay a red mana? Alright. If he misses a land next turn, we get possibly just like a bunch of clues. Some of them might even be Blue's Clues. I guess I should have attacked first. He could have K return. I'm not getting deserts anyway, though, so it doesn't matter. But if I wanted to get deserts, I would have took that option off the table. So now he gets his. I assume he's also not getting deserts. So now it's just the first one of us to cast an Ulamog wins. I guess not necessarily first one. The game gets a lot more awkward now, let's put it that way. Ramp takes a long time. Most of my leagues are over in about 90 minutes, and we're in the 2 hour and 10 minute mark, and we've been moving along. I have enough mana to go hunting at least once. Go ahead and play that before I mess up. Go ahead and draw a second time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if I kill a land. So if he has a land, he'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So unless it's a shrine, he can't cast Ulamog? So unless it's a shrine, he can't cast Ulamog. I want to do the one that might let him not cast the Ulamog. You'd have to have the 4th shrine in the deck to play or to have the Ulamog. That's pretty good here. Tireless Tracker will trade with it. At the very minimum, Tireless Tracker will trade with it. Alright, so what can we do here? I can make you a bunch, and I can make you a bunch. And I can trade and deal 7? That seems right. I have enough mana to do all that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I can sack 2 clues? Yeah. We'll sack the desert. Yes. I guess this was a mistake. If I was going to sack clues, I should have sacked clues first because I could have played Ulamog. Yeah, this was real bad. Like, if this top card's Ulamog, this was a terrible play. Absolutely punished because I play like an idiot. It doesn't matter because he doesn't have an out, but like, it was still an atrocious play mistake. I mean, I guess there could be some way for him to gain life. But we have runes there and the runes here, so even if he kills this runes kills him. But yeah, no, that was a terrible mistake. I could have just played Ulamog this turn. Well, we won't make that mistake again. I was too busy counting lethal and not thinking through all the lines. I kind of hope he has a way to gain life to absolutely punish me. Like I deserve to be punished because that was a horrible play. At least I thought about it before I drew the Ulamog. I didn't quite think about it on time, but I did think about it. I play a little slower in Paper Magic, so it's the type of mistake I might not make in Paper Magic, but when I'm playing online, I like to try to keep things moving, and I play a lot worse. Especially when there's like 20 or 30 people in chat. There's like 3 people in chat right now, though, so I don't really have an excuse except that I suck, that I suck, that I suck. I play so bad. I play so bad. I play so bad. So bad is what I play. I was in Samball's room the other day, and one of his viewers told me that he couldn't watch my channel because I played too horribly. That viewer was not mistaken. I do play that horribly. I would not watch me. Didn't get punished, though. I don't think there was a card in his deck to punish us. But, like, I still should have just slammed Ulamog. Playing Ulamog is just so much better there. Which is like, kill us 2 shrines and the game's over. I don't know, maybe the game's not over. Maybe he's got, like, Eldrazi Obligator ×2 and mills me out or something before we win. Because we wouldn't get the attack in that scenario and he'd still have a blocker. But, like, I highly doubt he has Eldrazi Obligator, much less 2 of them. Yeah. Locking up that pity chest, boys, with our measly 1750 rating, because we are terrible. Anyway, so this game's coming to a close very quickly. So I just want to tell everybody thank you for watching. If you care at all, or like what you saw, which you probably shouldn't like what you saw because I'm so terrible. There's a Twitter link down below that has all the deck lists we play. It also has every time we go live. Has a link to my YouTube, which all of my videos go up on YouTube. I'll be posting yesterday's in just a minute. Our emote got approved, which is pretty sweet. And deserves this. That's how good my play is. My play is just dead. Anyway, 3-2 tonight. The deck was kind of fun. Didn't seem great. We got smashed by a red deck and versus Monument, which I thought was a pretty good match. We kind of easily bleed a blue-red deck, but like he drew very poorly in game 2 and 3, and we beat the no-skill Rampmere. I don't even know what the other deck we beat is. Matches are we beat the green-black deck. That match felt pretty good too. I kind of like Ramp. Don't know about these Jotty offshoots, but I kind of like Ramp. Anyway, I'm going to log off now, and I'm going to host Sam because, I don't know. Sam's good people, and he says thank you, so I'll keep hosting him. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at my more normal time, which is much earlier in the night, which means we'll be playing more than one league. Just been a little off schedule because I've stayed up and watched the Pro Tour the last couple of nights, and the Pro Tour overlapped with my normal streaming hours. But anyway, thanks everybody for showing up, and take care. Thanks for the new follows. Thanks for the old follows. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the donations. Oh wait, thanks for being alive.